Hi everyone, here's a video to show you how to put together the things in your boxes and tags card kit. Well, not card kit, but anyway, boxes and tags kit. So this is what you will have received. So what we're going to start off with is the mini paper pumpkin box. And I have put everything inside that you need. So it's going to actually look like this. And you'll have a strip along the front like that. And then on the top you'll have the snowman on dimensionals. I forgot to give you the snowflake. I'm really sorry about that, but I have given you the red piece to mount the sentiment on. So what you're going to do is, first of all, you're going to fold your box. You can have the shiny side on the inside or the outside. It is food safe. I like to have the non-shiny side on the outside. I think it's easier to stick things to. So basically you're going to need to score all the edges. So you're going to need to give a good fold to everything, like this. And then this piece is going to come together. These pieces are going to go in like that. Just fold that. If you take your bone folder, that will give it a better scoring actually. And then these are wonderful, these boxes. They're in the annual catalogue because they are so easy to assemble. And then you just put those pieces in and they should just slot in, and you'll find a little piece will come out the bottom. You don't need those little pieces. They were just in there in the manufacturing of it. So there's your box. Sorry, that bit should be inside there. See if I can just get it in. Should have gone in there. So I'll just leave it for now, but those pieces should actually go inside the box, and then those little flaps go in, and then these little bits at the front will just slot in to close it like that. So fairly straightforward, and it closes like that. So then you're going to take your red piece and with your Tombow or your tape runner will be fine. I've got my stamp and seal there, whichever you want to use. And you're going to put the red on top, and then you're going to put the piece of Designer Series paper on top of that. Fussy cut out your snowman, and then put him on dimensionals and stick him to the left hand side. And then stamp a sentiment of your choice on this piece. And that's going to be put on dimensionals on the red piece, and that's going to be glued to there. And if you've got a snowflake die, if you just cut out a snowflake out of some Dazzling Diamonds glitter cardstock would be fine. So those pieces are going to look like that, and then you're going to adhere this piece to the real red piece, and that's going to go on the front section like that. Okay, so that's the box, and there's the finished box with another snowman on it, and that's the side like that. Okay, so that's that box. Then we've got the acetate box, and you'll all have a plain one like this. And hopefully now what you need to do first is to take this protective piece of cling film off. That's just to stop them scratching. And then just fold all the edges. You may or may not. I don't use a bone folder for these. I just give them a good fold in every direction. Fold that one in and fold it right down and back. And then the bottom you just fold down. Each bit you fold in like that. These are in the annual catalogue as well. They're really great. So basically then you're going to put that piece down, those two side pieces on top, and then you're going to take this bit and just push it down, and it should just snap into place, hopefully, like that. And then you've closed the box at the bottom, and then you've got these two side pieces to bend in like that. Okay, so I've actually scored this piece for you. So just fold on all the score lines and put a little bit of glue on there. Stick it together, and before it actually put that fold at the back, put it in, and it should fit nicely. You don't need to actually glue it if you don't want to, and then it should just set in place if you've already put the glue in. Just put that in like that, and it should just set into place like that, and that should be, you can glue that at the back or not, it's up to you. That will close down, and then you'll take this gold circle and you'll put the snowflake on top, and you can stick that on a dimensional at the front. And then you take this ribbon and you're going to tie it around in a knot at the top like that, and it can be slipped on and off, so just tie a knot you should have enough to just tie it into a knot. And I just put my finger on there and then tie the other piece to do a double knot, okay, on the top. And then you'll just stamp a little sentiment with a small stamp on the little tag. You'll thread this piece through, and then that will attach like that to the ribbon that you put round. And there's your finished box. Okay, so that's that one. Then this is a very simple tag, this one. Basically, you've got your gold twine. Undo that gold twine. It's for tying those two together. Stamp your sentiment on there. You've all got different elements here. Stocking, a tree, some presents, a bird, and then there's this decoration. So I would put that on dimensionals on there. Or you can put that on there and put this on dimensionals and just stamp a sentiment along there and put that on dimensionals like that. Now you can either just use this as a tag, or it'll go very nicely, as you see here, if you just slant it and put it on dimensionals onto a card front and make a Christmas card out of it. The choice is yours, but that's just a little tag for you. So then I'll come to the bigger box later. I've given you all one card from the Simply Citrus kit, which is on page 7 of the annual catalogue. So I haven't actually not given you a long piece of twine like this. I've just given you enough twine to tie a bow with. And so on this one, you just put the bow up here, and you've got some little, you can see some little lovely flowers that come in the kit. Those can just stick on with a mini glue dot, or perhaps a little bit of Tombow, but mini glue dot is perfect for them. And you're going to stamp a sentiment on the white piece. So there's one. I've sent you all photographs of these. There's another one. So these stamps are actually in the kit, but obviously as you don't have the kit, you can just use your own sentiment for that. And use a dimensional for the piece that the Whisper White piece that you stamp the sentiment on. You can see the little flowers here. And then this is the last one. So you've all got different ones. And then just put your own. If you've got the Sharing Sunshine Paper Pumpkin kit, you could use a sentiment from that. That would go very nicely. So the last project is probably the one that will be the most time consuming, which is a large box, a large milk carton box, we call them. You're going to get out your Joy to the World Paper Pumpkin kit, and you're going to stamp on this piece of crumb cake. You're going to stamp, I used Mossy Meadow, you could use Garden Green, you could use Shaded Spruce. You're going to stamp the wreath on there, and then in Cherry Cobbler you're going to stamp the Joy and To the World, and this will be fussy cut out, and the Joy will be fussy cut out, as will the wreath. I've given you a little package here with 7 gold dots cut out with using the Dove of Hope dies out of gold cardstock, and they're just going to give a bit of an accent to the wreath, a bit of interest to it. So that's the stamping, and I have used the little berries and the Joy to the World kit to just stamp some extra interest, just to do those little berries around there. So that's for the stamping. These are the 7 gold dots on there. These are the roof pieces. One will just have to be folded on the score line. And so just to show you with the box, I've cut out this piece, and I've cut up that little furrow there, just a slither, and again cut up here, cut up. If I just show you with my scissors, I'll just get my other pair of scissors out, my paper scissors. You cut up on one side of the ridge and then the other side of the ridge, and that just gives a bit of leeway. And you just cut off a slither like that, okay? And then you're going to cut up the last one like this, which is why I cut the first one for you, so you'd realise where to cut them. And that's why I cut the corner off, so that you've got it cut like that, okay? So then you're going to fold this piece in, and I would put some double-sided tape down here. And in a box like this, you always put the double-sided tape near to the fold. So this is tear it tape, so I can just tear it off like that. And then I'd probably put some double-sided tape on perhaps this piece here. Depends which one is going to be coming in last, but let's try this piece. I'll just what's very useful to tear off tear and tape is just to have a ruler like that and just put the ruler against it. Let's try and open that out. And then just put the ruler against it like that, and then just tear it, and that just comes off, okay? So then I'm not going to actually stick this together because I want to show this at the class tonight. I've also bent in, or folded in I should say, these pieces here. So you're going to peel off the top of the double-sided tape and you're going to stick it together like that. So that is now, that's the back of the box and this is the front of the box. So make sure that you put the side pieces in first. Actually saying that, I should have actually put the double-sided tape here, I realised. So let me just work that one out. So that's going to go side to side, and then it's got to be on this bit here. So it's got to be on there. So I'm just going to put it on there. So it's on the second one, on the sort of where these come up in ridges, where the folds come up rather than going down into the valley, form a sort of slight peak. So I'm just going to put that on like that. And then that's going to come together. I'm going to put that side in, peel off the edge there, put that on top, and then stick that bit. No, I was right. That's the back, that's the front. So do the side first, and then I'm going to do the back, and then this bit at the front is going to go over last. I've got some tape there, so that's going to go over like that. So it gives a nice neat finish at the front, okay? So then you're going to, that will go together like that. And then the roof element, you'll notice it's slightly wider. So you have it so that it comes slightly down there, just slightly below this level here. And then this piece is going to go like that. So you're going to put some glue on there, stick that piece on like that. And then you see those two come over, and then you'll need a hole punch to punch a hole there. So let me just get the actual box. Can you see here it slightly overlaps the edge there and slightly below this fold here, and then it's going to go together. Hold it together, and then you punch with your, I've got a crocodile with a hole punch there, and that's going to take the ribbon through it like that. Okay. And then you're just going to tie a bow in the top like this, and that'll keep it together. And it's nice because it's quite a large box, so you could actually put a small pillar candle in there, or you could put a votive, or you could put lots of sweets. And then you're going to fussy cut the wreath out and put it on the front. Oh, haven't explained yet about this piece. So this piece I folded a little bit for you, so it'll come around like that underneath. So basically you just do that with your fingers to get the fold, and then you'll stick it together like that with Tombow, okay? And that'll just go underneath, and you'll stick the wreath on top like that, and then you've got Joy to the World, and it's a little house. So I really hope you enjoy doing these projects. I've really enjoyed putting them together. It gives you some Christmas packaging to treat people with, and I hope that you have a really happy Christmas. Thank you so much everybody for supporting me in my business this year. I have really enjoyed doing these classes. It's kept me sane, and I've enjoyed interacting with you all, and thank you that you have enjoyed also buying some of the products from Stampin' Up, and I hope that you will really enjoy using them. So all the best. Take care. Bye.